few times. He's got one of the uglier knives in the game, in my opinion.
I like the marble face.
I'm not
It's
a fan.
nice. It's
I'm
nice.
not a fan. Okay, I won't say it's ugly. I'll say it's not to my taste. I think that's more
fair.
appropriate
Fair
and
enough.
less egotistical and moronic. Complexity, Android, FNS, Def, and Yay, joined by Peter. Peter's naked already. Got a smoke grenade and a CZ-75. He's in a good position for a CZ or a 5.7. He's in a position where he may engage numerous people very quickly indeed. Like the drop in cobblestone, these kind of positions can be good for a CZ or a 5.7. So, I don't know if Rogue gave some audio cues towards the B bomb site, but they are choosing to huddle together and move towards A. Been playing some matchmaking with Hiko recently.
They're falling into a hard bait setup right now. It's sandwich under Balk and a guy baiting them from CT.
But on a pistol round, it may all be about the edge shots. Vice has a HE grenade on Mirage, T side. I don't know if I've ever seen a HE grenade from a T side before, so let's see where that grenade goes, if it does any damage. Not sure that it did. And indeed, they do go into the bait setup. Vice, though, with 2 kills, keeping them with a chance. Bomb's being collected, and he'll plant it for the smoke. So there is a gap in the smoke, but he is not at risk. Hiko has a nuclear threat P250, so he's got the range to take these duels. Vice, low health, still gets another kill there, looking for an ace's Vice, but he will eventually go down to FNS. Hiko on the ramp as well, and they seem to know that, and he will get absolutely ruined.
I thought I was going to bite them in the butt. The fact that they all rotated spawn and they didn't abuse that gap and that smoke.
Why
Or
do
at very
people
least hold the connector push.
People can't just like throw a proper jungle smoke. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
Just learn the
yeah,
lineup.
if Cole had anyone around that area of the map, you know, the planter gets killed and the round's over way quicker.
Small note, FNS allowed Peter to defuse the bomb, even though FNS was closer to it, so he gets the defusal bonus because he needs more money since he is the AWPer, and he'll be spending more money later on. Nice touch. Sean's just spilled coffee on our whites rug. Marvelous stuff, Sean. Well done.
It's off camera.
Don't worry, white people are coming to help.
What?
Rogue are on a eco for this round. They're not afraid to take a peek here. That is quite novel, and he will re-aggress, but that's going to give him landing and jumping in accuracy in the opposite order. So maybe he went one too far there, but I don't know if his M4 has fallen to the ground or if it's upstairs, because if it's the latter, maybe it won't be retrieved in this round, especially with Vice about to go down, or maybe not. And there is Vice eliminated, and the M4 is collected. 2-0. Rogue could buy, but they would have either Galils or no grenades whatsoever, and they are going to buy, and they're buying the AKs. Look at this buy from Rogue.
They at least have 1 nade set, but they only have like they're very very light. Otherwise, yeah.
Wait,
like
is GMD an upper?
oh wow,
He
that
is now.
was yeah. I mean, he just did 170 damage in that one shot.
Well, well, well.
They're
Hiko
not-
hears some sound cues towards the shadow position. He can raise the alarm to his teammates, but will they expect a second player there who has not played his card yet? And now Peter's baiting towards CT, but Peter will not survive. Yay, playing the slow game there with Famas. He's got a French gun. There's one, and there's the other one. Marvelous play in the end from Complexity. An expensive round, not over though, excuse me. Cadian, an AWPer himself. I mean, maybe it was a spawn-based thing. He's picked up an M4, but he will be heard. FNS ducking, FNS dying, leaving Yay on A.
Yeah, maybe it was a spawn-based thing. I was gonna say that, unfortunately for Rogue, even though they got that kill, like they did all that damage in mid, they got the window guy, they had info on who's gonna be jungle. Because Complexity had that double under Balk setup, it was actually not bad versus the connector split that was coming their way.
Yeah.
So you can see why Rogue wants to move fast, but that's unfortunate.
Baby, slow down. I just want to get to know ya. That's what Efford used to sing. For those of you who know who he is.
I'm swooning.
Some might. Seen commentating at Evo. Shadow advantage for Yay. Puts himself in the right position to succeed. Grabs the AWP. And it's a clean sheet for Complexity. However, that was a very expensive round indeed.
Really nice play from Ye, obviously, especially with that 3rd kill to close out the 1v1.
Eco down for Rogue. Peter jumping up to, I mean, in a round like this, I guess it would avoid him getting headshot. I would imagine that smoke Vice through would be another variation of the same smoke towards a short position. FNS getting absolutely blasted into space. Got the vacuumed by a Dyson.
This is a dangerous round now.
It is indeed, because Ts are everywhere, but now the CTs are swarming as well. Sick with the P250, it'll be good to take down Android. He goes the UMP, won't get much done on this occasion. Vice still on the high ground. Almost planted default. He's looking for someone, doesn't find anyone just yet. Caden with a frag as well. Vice dancing with the P250, doing damage. Bench position for Peter, 1 versus 2. And he doesn't realize that they've jumped out of apartments. He's convinced they're still there. He's chasing shadows.
Yeah, he could have also traded that kill really easily. Which is kind of unfortunate. Does he have a kit? Yeah.
Oh, Vice. He sees. He waits.
I was going to doubt the op too.
He died.
Yeah, when I said they're doing that quick retake, that cat smoke was still up, and the cat player just sat behind the smoke. Why are you going to do a quick retake with 2 people? One guy stays in market, one guy just sits behind a cat smoke. Yeah, like, it just seems weird.
Right there, Peter could have traded that.
Yeah.
Strange.
I imagine the communication was pretty hectic.
You don't see people jump on these table supports so often now. Well, that one inside the window. Often see it, well, more often see it before AWP versus AWP again to try and get legged if you are going to be hit. And now the flank comes in for the CT side. Not quite working out, but FNS is not expected. FNS capitalizing on the death of his teammate. 2 versus 4. And Rogue look good for the round now. Cadian just in case.
Triggered blunders.
Feels bad. Just
Blunders-
plus 7 seconds to the
Blunders
root.
winced a little bit.
That's me every time because I'm a spacebar. I'm a spacebar jumper.
It doesn't matter. You don't even have to strafe for this jump.
But I think you can more accurately time the actual press of the jump though, with a mouse wheel turn, because with the spacebar, you know, you got to press it all the way down.
You made that up.
Unless you got one of those clicky spacebar thingies.
You can still hit your head. You just need to jump late. That's all. Yeah.
Blunders was gonna make a tutorial video, then he just realized he doesn't care about any of us.
I actually did.
Okay, I'm kidding.
Because I love you, Sean. That's why.
Gonna go ahead and load that up and learn tonight.
Yeah, the trick is if you're going to strafe, just to strafe before you go into the window. So then when you run out, you just run out straight. Because some people try to strafe in the window, and then I think that's like more chance to hit your head.
I don't strafe from the window. I just fail anyway.
Yeah, just practice jumping late.
I don't even hit my head.
You shouldn't.
I think just jumps out the window.
I think people expect though that you can just do any of the jumps without practicing for like 10 minutes offline. But if you just literally just practice for 10 minutes, you're like almost never going to miss that jump.
I'm going to do it 10 minutes exactly.
Yeah.
And if I...
Because that's like how many times?
If I'm not good at it, I'm just another reason to be mad at you, Launders.
Can't just expect to be good at things, James.
What is Peter's play? Facing the window, facing Doom. Doom may have been inevitable. How far does Ye go here? Oh, Ye!
Wow.
I was wondering if he'd consider saving his rifle, but he's done so much damage, and now he's looking for the flank. He can just hold. He knows his presence is a massive threat. Cadian, though, with a huge crouch peek, will take Ye down. GMD doesn't have much cover for this bomb plant. Again, they've got over a minute on the clock. The gun advantage. No plant pressure, necessarily.
Who is GMD?
He was on the French-Canadians team.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
He's playing with Sabrosa?
Yeah, yeah. Can't think of it, how to pronounce his name. It's like Guimond.
Guimond,
yeah.
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 It's a French name, said not in a French accent by James Bartle. Well then, that's a big problem for Complexity at the beginning of this round. They have 2 more players there, and Ye needs another 2k. But he only gets the 1. Def trying to hold connector in the meantime. We've got to play towards the bench, and they have swarmed the A site. Rogue, like the Zerg army, are everywhere. And Def has gone from 4 HP to 1 in a Molotov. He went from 4, then to 3, and then to 1. Interesting times. 2 people still alive for Complexity. The bomb planted default while the smoke is down. FNS making his way through the CT area while Def's in jungle with that 1 HP. 2 versus 3. FNS has got to make something happen. Def trying to run distraction.
He has a smoke for the bomb. If he can just kill this guy, fire.
Has he got a jump? Has he got the jump? Oh, he's got the perfect timing. That's what he's got.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Fumble.
Whoa.
Fumble Ruski.
Oh!
And it's a 10-second defuse. He has no
He didn't
kit.
need to
Oh.
push. He didn't need to.
Yikes.
Let's all run away. Let's all move away from this situation.
It was default, so if you know, someone was 8 ramp or whatever, he just needed to
Just stop the
cross. Yeah.
Get him in a spot where he would have to like counter strafe in the middle of the open randomly to kill you.
Yep.
Man like Pujan. Vice delivering the smoke grenade to the middle position, the fancy way. Sucker builders captain here. FNS with the 1 AK, the rest of the CTs with pistols. Mid has been taken by Rogue. It's a big presence in B from Complexity. Can Rogue identify this? No lurkers towards A, in fact. And they're being passive towards the B bomb site. So how do they make the right decision in where to go? One minute 10 on the clock. Still no lurkers A, no information A, and it's still passive towards B. Big presence in mid, but Complexity are not giving them the kills. They are just waiting patiently on the bomb site. They venture towards B with the bomb, so it seems they won't look for that information. They will just gamble play towards the B bomb site, and they still only see 1 person so far, but there are all 5 here, 2 in the market. When do they start to face? There we are. Android with the Deagle, but Complexity will take the heavy losses, leaving Peter alone. There's 1 kill. Can't get a second though. Trying to get off the box. Spot somebody at an awkward time, and Ryan is with Rogue.
Remember when we saw yesterday when Nitro was on that box and I complimented like, oh, that's such a good job of baiting them into that. Literally every single person on Complexity was dead before that guy even made contact with anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Like that is the exact opposite of what happened in the Liquid match.
That's so true.
Like all you have to do is just do a jiggle peek and just allow people to come up into the site, so that way that guy has an opportunity to get a kill, and then you swing and get the second kill.
Yeah, they're happy to fight from the apartments.
Yeah.
Second sniper rifle for Def as we reach the conclusion of the Complexity tactical timeouts. 2-round deficit. Complexity have continues to get is it P1 visas for their players? I think it's P1.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. Forwarding Esports. And that's a bad miss. Spot somebody top mid, takes a pot shot, but he'll have to escape. What's cool is, I think Def has that red and stainless steel knife, which is kind of like the Complexity logo. Yeah, it is.
Ooh,
that's really
that
awesome.
is nice.
That's nice.
That's loyal.
That's the man who needs a raise. That's awesome. That should be standard deployment. Well, that would be actually kind of boring, but it's nice. 1 minute 20 for Rogue, who are not giving any sound cues away. A boost for Def. A safer boost than jumping on the box, for sure. And he has an angle through apartment. And with that, they may feel more security to go heavier towards A, where they have very forward positions between Android and Peter.
To use a view model line up there for your top connector smoke.
Yeah.
The tree sways.
That's what I do, but you don't need to. Oh.
I use the aerial. I put the corner of the top corner of the smoke grenade on the top corner of the aerial.
Okay.
The little antenna thing?
So you need to be on native
But as
for
a
that.
view model.
Yeah.
No, but even your view model.
Yeah, it's on classic as well. 4 and 4, 4 and 3. Peter trying to even it up, but he jumps into oblivion, and all of a sudden everybody's dead. Someone on the server has hit the slay command, and Def is wondering where everybody's gone.
Yeah, Cole's mid holds are really vanilla. I mean, they're kind of just giving it up, to be honest. You saw like all the other teams earlier today fighting for mid control through connector, ops off cat, people opping in underpass, people pushing underpass. A lot of efforts to stop mid aggressions. The one time that Complexity got aggro was that double halls push, and that was hideous to watch. They just literally stopped. Yeah. If you do a double halls push, the first guy just needs to wide swing in. He just needs to. I'm not gonna say that, but he just needs to run in basically and just allow himself to be bait. Yeah. Exactly.
I actually have no idea what you wanted to say, but I'm okay with that shot.
Watch the VOD.
I think I probably could have gotten away with it.
I will. I'm a picture of innocence.
Only in your own mind, James.
Okay, so you see the situation. We have an eco buy, an economical buy,
Rash
a frugal buy. Has got a timing. The flash is up, but he gets hit by one as well, and he might not be in the best position now with the AWP. There's no way he's staying alive going that deep. 3 pistoling players remain.
You know what? The counter flashes are really good, but you know what Rogue did really well there? They didn't stop running.
Yeah.
They just kept going. And that could have got ugly if they didn't.
It's easy to see that upper jump up and just be like, oh, he's opping it. Wait.
Everyone starts running in circles. Yeah. I hate that, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. That was
That's the
good.
kind of life I have to deal with.
Yeah.
I'm just always just shouting at my teammates the whole time.
And then if you're Peter opping that, you jump back and your teammate's blocking. You're like,
You're-
go! You're just like full panicking.
But you're not going to tell me that doesn't happen in Europe, James, in matchmaking. Like that.
No, it happens everywhere. It's just, you know, I'm not playing pro CS, so it's just a life I have to live, regardless of where I play.
Yeah,
Oh
I'm
my
like,
god, there's a guy with a sniper who can only shoot one person at a time. Let's all stop in the choke point or go backwards.
oh, he wants to play Gladiator. Let's play Gladiator.
Let's take every decision apart from the correct one.
Yeah. Yeah, because I feel like there's something you only learn on after you played on a team for a while, and then even when you go into pugs. Yeah. Okay, Pete gets it. Pete's got good movement.
I like to skip a breath.
He's the first person to hit it all game.
Yeah.
Peter Gurney. Gurney's an English name. I wonder if he has relations. It's like a high-class English name. I know a lot of Gurneys.
They're all high class.
Some have fallen far from the tree.
That's funny.
FNS on his own, on his lonesome. He's in the cabin. He's got a beard out. Hunting with a crossbow. You meet some characters in Ubers. I met a guy, bald head and Oakley glasses, of course, who like hunted with a crossbow for his food. You know, like in his backyard, of course. You know, nice guy though.
Yeah, I used to make the mistake on drives to LAX of talking to my Uber driver about esports. It's a rabbit hole that you just can't get out of once you open up that box.
Yeah, sometimes they're too inquisitive though.
Yeah.
They pry you open.
I'm a construction worker now.
Oh.
Just come up with such a bad lie, they just don't trust you and you get 3 stars. Oh, through the wall. That's unfortunate.
Through the wall indeed. And complexity. The legs are being pulled off the spider once again.
So Sean, here they're playing, I guess the round's not quite over, but here, I'm going to assume it is in a second. Here they're playing, they're not fighting for mid control that hard. They had Peter on cat, that's it. And then they had, they also played within the A site. So unlike with the last match we saw where it was like Astralis were giving up A and then fighting for mid and then sometimes winning or losing there. Here they're like letting the mid split come out and then one of the A guys always dies because he gets, someone comes up house or comes out connector and he can't stop them. Should they be playing retake there and fighting for mid, or should they be playing heavier A if they know it's going to be A or what?
They could do either or, but they're getting caught in between. You know, like they're dying by these like mid hits before they ever even enter the A site. It's just, I don't know. Peter had all the info off cat. They should be able to save utility and then re-smoke connector when the actual mid take happens. You know, like, where is the utility usage right now? What? I feel like Rogue fakes a mid default almost every gun round. You know, unless they do something like this, just dry run out. But I think they're doing this on ecos.
Quick round from Rogue. Very fast split of the A sites. And it will prove fruitful. Android hiding on the ramp. May get 1 kill. 2 if he's lucky, but the round should surely go the way of Rogue. And there is the Android. Oh, well, he's missed his opportunity now. Cadian has the angle. Ooh, that's a nice pre-fire there. I don't know. You can... Where Cadian is standing in sandwich, the Tetris blocks have a crate underneath them, and you can shoot through that crate. But I've only tested it with an AWP, so I don't know if he could have finished him off.
Yeah, you can actually see someone's feet, right?
Yeah,
with an AWP.
unless they are right in the corner, because it slightly elevates you, and then you can't see their feet. But I don't know if he could have fired 2 bullets there and actually killed him. Someone at home can test. 6th round lead for Rogue. They're looking comfortable at the moment. They've got the velvet slippers on. And they're looking good.
A pair of velvet slippers.
The whole time they got away with that, like giving up mid and then the A hit, was when they had the double under balk. And Mr. I don't know, that might have worked again, but it's probably not something you want to do every round.
Quick flank of 1 player, and they're rotating the entire team.
Oh my god, they just think it's going to be a B
What
hit.
kind of call have they been given? That's 1 pair of feet, and the whole team has rotated there.
Does the A guy leave?
To me, that's got to be bad comms.
It was, yeah.
It's B! It's B! It's B, guys! Oh, it's 1B. Sorry, guys.
The NA comms.
It's so bad because even when you get back in position, you're not in the best spot possible, and you're confused. So
now you have 2 guys that take it, basically just doing nothing.
Now
1 guy's doing nothing.
Now they're all in rotator spots, so this is just like panic calls.
It's gonna all work out. Wanna know why?
It's gonna all work out.
Because we're major winners.
One of these teams will win this game, Sean.
Well, they're still in a good position, all things considered. They have control of CT. They have a flank. FNS with the first shot. Searching around now. Pulling a grenade net out. And dying. Hiko alone on the ramp.
Hiko 1v3 Mirage. We've seen this before.
We have indeed. There might be a gap, but he's not going to see the bomb from there. But he can emerge through the smoke like a Mortal Kombat character.
Oh!
Only good for the 1 frag, though.
He got off it.
You have cat to be kidding me. Right, meow.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I thought he didn't have it. That was...
I don't
tight butthole.
think I have ever seen a full team rotate on a buy versus a buy based on 1 footstep in apartments.
That didn't... It just didn't...
Just a full rotation.
Like, why was no one also looking at the ramp right there? That was one of the only spots he was susceptible to.
doing it again. Because they didn't... Did they even get the... Did they get the kill at upper B? They must have, yeah.
Yeah, well, the guy
he was
in B
pushed
got
up.
the kill. This guy got the kill last
Oh,
time.
okay, so they didn't know he was there. Alright, see, this works out so much better, even though they won last round.
How mad are you when you died to that guy in T-spawn right there?
Will it happen? Oh, setting up
why
for the
are they
smoke
just
for...
full running? I was kind of crazy. Actually.
This is getting weird, guys. Well, what do you do now, Rogue? You know you are surrounded. You know they're expecting you in. And you're just dying. Well, perhaps they've got some breathing room. And maybe the players on the ramp, or sorry, Palace, might wait for GMD to find out some information.
It's kind of a reset. I mean, it's 3v3. They could have just walked all the way up. They wouldn't have, like, waited. They wouldn't have shot. I mean, they wouldn't have, like, looked back. Or they could have had 2 people approaching, and then they had the big flank. If they forced them to go A there, they'd be better off than they were right now, which is just, well, still good that Peter went for the info, but it's really anyone's game at this point.
I
2-on-3 for Rogue. Second last round of the first half. Peter with a very tight angle. And they just stream past. And then Hiko will close his jaw. Def in the window with the second AWP. Molotov is there, misses the first shot as well. Now they know that one person's here. Hiko trying to pre-fire him. Def missing the snap and gets taken out, leaving Ye alone. And he'll go down as well.
Double big flank and they lost.
Dude, so I have a question for you. What is worse in your opinion? You're on that double flank and your teammates all know obviously they have to be going A, right?
Yeah.
Is it more annoying if your A teammates all die and your flank is worthless at that point because you're in a 2-on-4 and like they know you're flanking at that point because you're not fighting them? Or is it more annoying if you're the A players and your flankers just immediately double commit and die and then you have to just like scavenge around the map because the other team could be anywhere at that point?
You have a way better chance of winning if they go A, like if they go into the site.
Yeah.
So
I feel like that scenario that just happened is actually more annoying.
yeah,
But the other one's equally annoying too, kind of.
it can be, yeah. But I think you wouldn't expect at least, you know, the double big flankers have the opportunity to like set up maybe 2 kills for free.
After that one kill that the second guy got, he could have easily fallen off and retained map control and had a 4-on-3.
Yeah, definitely.
Almost, but not quite. Yeah, he's trying to hold things down with the CZ. Caden very close quarters, but lands a kill regardless. I think Rogue are feeling very confident in this matchup that they're just a better team. 2 CZs remain for the CTs as the bomb makes its way towards the A site. Mid has been smoked. Does he plant for the middle area? He does. The quicker plant by the box does give them more options as well. Actually, probably similar options. Nice flick from Caden. Def just failed there with the CZ. And Peter. Oh! Caden going for the 180 MLG. Now it's Peter versus 2. No kit for him at AWP. Trying to bait one player out. Got to be really fast though. Missing the first shot. And now Vice becomes the bait. More grenades. And where's the trade from Hiko? He's not going to face the second option. And it's all over in the first half. 11-4 in favor of Rogue.
I like green smiley face. That's so cute.
Where's that from? I feel like that's from like a Nintendo game. Or is that one of the default Steam pictures?
I think it might be a default Steam picture.
Hiko seems to be like a more of a default Steam picture guy.
Yeah.
You know, keep it basic.
Hiko's a troll.
Doesn't want to venture too far onto the internet. Who knows what's out there?
I've been there, James. I'll report back.
Hiko's actually liked my recent sneaker purchases.
Yeah.
You know, when it comes to like my Air Max, he's not a fan of like the Roadman shoes. You know, they kick a door down, run from the police type shoes. But when it comes to like the Ultra Boost and so on, he's like, yeah, man, I'm in there.
Heeks is rocking some Yeezys.
Huh?
Heeks is rocking Yeezys.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
There's some butter Yeezys coming out.
I don't think I'm really a fan of them. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not particularly. The ones that I would. I mean, I joined the raffles because it's just for a laugh, really. But the ones like the plain black ones, the early ones, which without the long red thing.
Nice. Yeah, yeah.
Those are cool. But they're also
The Pirate Blacks.
$800 or more on them aftermarket sales. Yeah.
I think the Pirate Blacks are the only ones I like.
Yeah, I don't need them in my life. I mean, I have a lot of shoes, so. I bought the Oreo Ultra Boost today. I had to go to the store to see if they were to my liking or not because I wasn't sure from the pictures. And by that time they sold out in the US. But in the UK they're not so sneaker mad, so got them from the website.
It's an American thing?
Well, I mean, like,
They're
you know,
pretty sneaker mad.
They sold out on the Adidas store and Finish Line and everywhere else in the US. But I think the aftermarket sales thing is a lot to do with it.
Andres, are you trying to tell someone from the UK?
It's true.
I was like, actually, you're wrong.
Oh, you guys are all about your trainers.
3-on-3, we'll come back to that as this pistol round plays out. More headshots being delivered. Cajun and Co. coming in for the retake. That did sound nasty. It's FNS and the 1 versus 3, trying to do what he can. Curious about the players touching the bomb. And the inevitable happens. Rogue win 3 versus 1. Of course they're going to win that one. 12-4. Okay, they are sneaker mad as well. What the difference maker is that the resale market, all the places that sends the shoes are in the US, or the big ones. So that increases. So things sell out purely so people can just sell them to people who actually want them for more money, right? So that's the difference maker in the US. So I did speak out of turn there. But in the UK they hadn't sold out, so I just bought them from the main website. So GG. Complexity on pistols and not much else. No grenades. Oh, do it, Hiko, with perfect timing. They're still far back complexity, just in case.
Wanders, would you be willing to take 10 less FPS if that TV in the Mirage apps played Cold Zero's jumping up clip? And like,
No.
shitty quality?
I'd knife it every round
down,
anyway.
I would be down, dude. I'd be down to take 10 less FPS if we had something like
10
that.
FPS? Dude, you're a madman.
I got 10 FPS to spare, dude. Alright? That'd be so sick.
Check
That's
your
a hilarious
privilege,
question.
Sean.
Would you, James?
I need my FPS.
Yeah, how many
Come on.
FPS do you have to spare?
I'll take my FPS.
I mean, at this point, honestly, it's going down by the day. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. So,
My comp is...
if you could toggle it off, I mean, there might be some rounds.
Yeah, I'm playing on a laptop with an external screen. I need my FPS.
5 FPS. I'll give you 5. What if
I want my 5 FPS, man.
You guys are stingy.
I want to give you 2 FPS, to be honest.
Ask me if I would do it for 1, Sean. Ask me.
What would you do for
I'm
1
keeping it.
FPS?
Greedy, man.
Oh! Cold
Make
Zero.
shots.
Yeah, let's...
How does he do this? 13-4. This is a very dominant game of Mirage from Rogue. Will it continue?
Okay, James, what if it was a picture of you?
Picture of me.
What if it had caster audio?
Yeah, what
That was all Dan. Not that I mind.
Why do you hate Dan?
I said not that I mind. Do you speak English, Norders? What's wrong with you?
Yeah, we're English mad in the US too.
You're English mad. You're big on the English language, are you? Yeah. It's good to know. I'm glad we can talk to each other. On occasion, obviously. GMD making his way out of connector. Rifles all around apart from Hiko. And Cadian, hello. Bomb top mid. 4 people deep in mid for the T side. Will they go for a boost? Surely they're aiming in that direction. We see a journey from Rogue towards the ramp. Well caught by Sliggy there. Giving us the build of the round.
Look at the bomb. Maybe it wants to watch TV.
The bomb's been collected, and he's got to be careful about his running because Cadian is in position to hear that. Although people are mid, like you can't really read too much into that. But
This
with no
is-
lurker towards A, they might feel like it's a B. But they're just walking up. They're just walking into A from mid complexity. So
This is rough. Even
you
if
might
he
feel
didn't
bad
get
for Rogue.
Yeah, I mean, even if they don't get, well, yeah.
What
I
do
mean,
you?
even if they don't get spotted, I mean, they didn't have everything covered to know that it wouldn't be an A walk-up, but they could, I mean, it's obvious very unlikely that a team goes 5 mid to A, so, yeah.
Yeah, on the buy round, you don't see that every day. Vice takes one in the face, sees one player, and this is, I think it's time to save, boys. I think they realize it as well, but they're going top mid and get a frag regardless. Cadian's still looking for a fight here.
Oh, my God.
Okay, well, I mean, that's actually quite reasonable. He's got a good angle for that, so any other gun, I'm sure he's out of there.
That might have been the first time in a while I've seen a 5v5 plant scenario where the CTs weren't playing retake on it.
Yeah, they're waiting for the B
I
hit.
didn't even think of that.
Like, what?
Yeah, if Sick didn't get spotted at A ramp, I mean, the thing is, they didn't kill anyone at A site, so
Yeah.
then they're going to assume something was pushed, so they might get smoked out anyway. That's tough. I don't know.
Nice from Vice. That will extinguish the Molotov as well. Not a fan of flames, Vice. Cadian has got the forward angle in the apartments, and would it be a bait set up, or will Hiko just clear this corner? And, well, he's got a close range now, so Cadian will make his presence known elsewhere, but They don't seem to have eyes on the mid area since Vice went out of connector, well, out of mid rather. So KDN can't push the short position. Do they know anyone's there? Maybe they do now. Complexity with some good presence, but Def gets taken down, as does Peter. Sick performing well. FNS makes his way into the window, but he will be heard by the player on the other side of the wall, so he can raise the alarm. That's GMD. He's got a nice angle. There's one. He might get a 2K himself as well. FNS around the table will get taken down, but Vice is there to trade. 4 versus 1 now. The last player, the bomb carrier, Yay, creeping up the short position. He's made it past the angle through A. Nobody sees him, and nobody seems to be on shorts. Although one person is underneath him, so he can't start running just yet. Another hole in the defenses of Rogue.
Ooh, this is the play.
Oh, that's so unlucky. He got hit. No,
Oh,
definitely.
He's finally realized. Took a second. Random stroke of luck, but a bomb goes down anyway, and then he is quickly dispatched off. Thrown into the sea.
That was the play.
there's not much water on Mirage though, James.
There is, but it's a Mirage.
Yikes.
Really impressive that Sick was able to walk away from this scenario with the 2K. Honestly.
What do they do, Sean? What's your favorite eco strat on Mirage?
Well, it depends if you're like full ecoing, water falling out of halls for a plant.
Yes. Because it's so close to the bomb plants.
Yeah.
One flash over A ramp.
Yeah.
Smoke CT if you have enough.
And on a force fight like this, there's a lot of options. I feel like we're about to see some kind of B exec. NA teams B exec a lot more than EU teams.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I've noticed. How many EU teams are B exec anymore?
You think because it's hard to hold B?
I think it's really easy to stop a B exec in the current meta.
Well, they're trying to make their way up to Cat, but it's not quite working out for them. There are flames, there are bullets, and there are bodies. Grenade damage for Complexity, the double flash from Hiko, delaying as much as possible. Peter is very, very blind indeed. GMD and Hiko have a crossfire at this point, and that is a very nasty setup. No players taken out by Complexity. Def is in connector. He needs to make a play with these players in the B bomb site, waiting for him to pull rotation. Sick going up ladder, might not spot Def making his way into the window position. Maybe he will. And the bomb's been spotted at the same time towards B, so the jig is up, and Peter is surely going to meet his doom. Instant trade, 1 kill for Complexity, match point for Rogue.
Yeah, Rogue looks like the better team. Honestly, like, yeah, they just look like the better team. They're winning aim battles, and they looked way more structured on T side when in comparison to what we're seeing right now from Complexity. Which is surprising, because I actually thought they were quite even coming into this.
Apparently not on Mirage, at least.
Apparently not a Mirage.
Train is the next map between these two teams, so we'll see what happens there.
Sick is also a pretty huge pickup, right?
Yeah, he's definitely a good player.
Oh, that didn't quite work out for Vice. And Sick has to be careful now. Jumping from Peter. 1 kill there. He knows more than one's there at the very least, but he will make his escape. No need to die on that hill. GMD, though, is making his way forward, using a distraction. Taking Peter down as well. Little jiggle, little strafe to the left, and it was enough for him. 2 versus 4. Pistols remain for Complexity. Yay walks out to his doom, and then it's just FNS left for the plank. And down he goes as well. 16-5. Did not see much of Complexity in that match.
GMD coming through the 25 kills.